Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to Marstons. It is still called Wychwood Brewery on the bottle, but Wychwood Brewery does not exist anymore. Been closed down. So, and this is their Hobgoblin Stout. And again, Hobgoblin just used to be Hobgoblin. There was no Hobgoblin Ruby, IPA, Gold, and whatever other incarnations have come out. 4.1% this. On the back it says, jet black with aromas of most roasted malts and chocolate. Enjoy the earthy bitterness and balanced by hints of coffee, cocoa and sweet treacle flavours. A deceptively dark yet smooth and easy drinking stout. Someone called John Tilson is head brewer. Carlsberg Marstons Brewing Co. In Oxfordshire. And again, I'm absolutely positive that it's shut. Not overly happy with Marstons and that, but let's, for this beer review, we drink the beer and let the beer do the talking. So here we go. First ever time drinking it. Hobgoblin Ruby has been ruined royally, so you know, don't know what to expect one way or the other. So there we are. Black pour, light tan head on this, finger head. There's a malty aroma on this, but there's like a chocolatey essence going off. I don't know what it is, but, and I'm trying not to be tainted by my dislike of what Hobgoblin Ruby is now, but there's a kind of fake, the first initial taste, it doesn't feel quite right. It does taste a bit thin. It is 4.1%, so technically probably going to be like that anyway. Can't think of the word I'm looking for. It's a bit bland, if I'm being honest. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying not to push myself down any avenues of faults and that. You know, hints of coffee, cocoa and sweet treacle. Okay. Getting no hints of coffee whatsoever. Hints of cocoa, possibly, yeah. Yeah. You know, a lot of beers, and Brewdog, Marstons, they're those sort of breweries, because some of their track record of what they've done to breweries, some of the crap beers they've released, in Brewdog, how they treat some of their staff, and you know, a lot of drab supermarket beers, and then obviously Marstons with their game as well. But you know, you've got to close your eyes to that as best as you can, because obviously we've all got opinions, and if you used to like a brewery and now they're brewing beer that's substandard, or you just gone off them, I was trying not to pull yourself in that way. Now, see with this one, there's nothing to compare it to. Can't compare it to Hobgoblin Ruby. It's a totally different beer. So 10 years or so ago, maybe even more than that, 12 years or so ago, Hobgoblin, some beer, one of my go-to supermarket beers, and this is Hobgoblin Ruby. Hobgoblin Ruby, or it was just called Hobgoblin back then. There was no Ruby, no Gold, no IPA. I mean, now you've got Session IPA Hobgoblins, so there's a whole brand coming off this Hobgoblin. Obviously, they know what they were doing. They bought Wychwood for that one particular brand. They've dumped all the other beers, Black Witch, Our Rain, Goliath. Some flipping belting beers have been dumped. And it's really surprising, because Black Witch could have been Hobgoblin Stout, you know, and it would have been a very good, you know, Hobgoblin Stout. You can see that they're trying to kill the Wychwood name altogether by dumping the brands. It's like Bar Humbug. If I'm sure it's the right brewery. Yeah, Bar Humbug just disappeared, and that could have been Christmas Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin at Christmas, you know. So that it's there's a lot of this going off. This, oh, I'll buy a brewery, I'll buy it for the big name that they've made out of a certain brand, or for the pubs, as Green King did, as Marstons did, and I suppose other breweries around the country have done the same. You get a brewery and they've got 5 or 6 pubs, or maybe 200 flipping pubs, and you know, they come in and they buy it and take over the pubs, and yeah, it's kind of sad in that respect, isn't it? So anyway, I've gave it 8 minutes. Last thoughts. I mean, it's a stout. There's no coffee at all. There's no treacle. I'm certainly getting a bit of chocolate, definitely. In some ways, it's just as bland as Guinness. Now, Guinness is bland, isn't it? Yet sells a lot. Because of this Hobgoblin name, it's going to sell a lot. Does that make it a good beer? Does it make standard Guinness a good beer? No, it doesn't. Guinness is okay. You know, if there's nothing on the bar that's interesting, then Guinness is the go-to one for me. If there's no real ales and it's John Smith's or Guinness, I'll go Guinness. Although John Smith's, to be fair, sometimes on draft is quite decent, depending on the pub. Hobgoblin used to be lovely on cask. And again, I've not seen it for a long time on cask. It's sad, isn't it? The demise of brands. But in any case, I still think that I have a prejudice against this just because of how they've ruined the Hobgoblin and Wychwood brand. Hobgoblin itself, the original Hobgoblin, was an amazing beer. Got me into the world of beer reviews. King Goblin is still a good beer for me. It's all down to our personal preferences. I'm surprised they aren't calling it Hobgoblin King. But still, you know, it's just an okay tasting beer. Certainly nothing special. You can wet your whistle on it, but that's it. Probably a good thing I'm not doing scores because, yeah, I mean, it's not a bad beer. It's just the fact that anything with the Hobgoblin brand on these days, you're going to be a bit harsher towards them. And sometimes I think that it's very tough for people who remember brands when they were at their best, and then you have the brand 10 years on, and they've dissected the brand into multiple versions of what was one beer. You know, it's very hard to get it out of your system, even for a beer reviewer. You know, and that's all. You know, someone's opinion. Yeah, and it's always someone's opinion. You can get somebody who's a internationally recognised beer sommelier, whatever you fucking call them, and again, it's just his bloody opinion. You can get someone who comes out with about fucking 50 flavours that nobody else even gets, and again, that's his opinion. Yeah. And you've got to wonder where the hell they get the flavours from, but you will get people like that. For me, I find it bland. A bland stout, you know. It's okay, just so. Would I drink it again? The answer is obviously no, I won't bother. Not for me. I've done it, I wanted to do it, but yeah. And I've got the session IPA to do as well, so that'll be interesting. My question to everyone out there in beer review land is, did you like it? Did you think there was some off, you know, slightly, it's not, the word's not fake flavours, but I can't fucking pick the word out that I want. No, I still can't pick it out. I know what I mean, I just can't pick the word out. No, it's gone. I can't do it. It's as simple as that. I just can't bloody think of the word I want to think of. Yeah. No, I can't do it. So annoying as well. You know, when you've got an opinion and you've got some, you know what you mean, but you can't think of a frigging word to say it. However, no. And this is going to sell really well, so whatever I say means crap anyway. But I did like it. It's bland. That'll Guinness.